My husband and I have spent thousands of hours running the Pascagoula River over the last 35 years that we've been married. You know, you can have an appreciation for the river if you see it in pictures or on documentaries or something, but unless you see it in person, you just really don't understand its full beauty.
The Grand Bay National Estuarine Research Reserve, we serve a variety of roles in the community. We do everything from education programs to doing environmental research and monitoring on the Gulf Coast, mainly because we're monitoring sort of the quality of the environment. You know, how things are changing from an ecological perspective.
I'm the director of the Estuarine Education Center at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. But the people are they're just nice. I mean, they welcome everybody with open arms.
Basically what we do is go up into the marsh and swamp area and we just see all the critters that's out here. The alligator is just a neat animal to view and watch. They eat insects and stuff like that. And then the bigger alligators, they'll eat nutrias and stuff out here. Even the cranes that we see, the great blue herons and the egrets.
I'm a refuge ranger for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Even though folks, I don't think always grasp it, this is the birthplace of Louisiana, of the real Louisiana. I mean, it's where they came.
When I was a kid here, we grew up here in Mossmore, not far from where we're standing. And pretty much this river was our playground, me and my two brothers.
The way I ended up in this field here in Mississippi was I'm an environmental scientist, I'm a wetland ecologist, and I love to work in coastal areas. And it's a lot of fun to be associated with some of these marshes and beautiful parts of the lower parts of the Pascagoula River. There's too many folks that are not connected to nature. So a big part of Audubon's mission is to get people out into the environment, particularly residents. They have to know about the natural areas so they can value them.
We get a lot of visitors on my tours from the Midwest. Yeah, I think anybody would enjoy a tour of the Pascagoula River.
I think the most important thing that we do that the public should be aware of is our role in trying to monitor the environment and understand how the ecology, how the area functions for hunting, fishing, hiking, bird watching.
You can be in salt water 1 minute and be in fresh water, and it's just a lot of adversity here. It's great.
If I were planning a perfect day in Jackson County, I'd probably take my 6-year-old son and put him in a kayak and kayak out to Deer Island or kayak around the marshes.
And of course, if there's one thing we do well on the Gulf Coast is we love to eat. So there's great places to eat, and of course seafood being one of my personal favorites, and a lot of people come here for that.
There's probably not enough hours in the day to do what I would want to do. I'd put the boat in, do a little freshwater fishing, maybe float down to the salt water and do some fishing there.
As my kids were growing up, it was about going fishing and going to the beach and just getting out and walking around and just enjoying the outdoors.
My greatest memories are learning how to cast net, which I'm sure was pretty foolish. Within a couple of years, I was actually teaching people how to cast net, which was the butt of many a jokes amongst the 70-year-olds that I fished with on my weekends.
I just want them to know that we have this wonderful natural resource, and it's unique and it's beautiful, and they need to come see it.
Those are the kind of people, if you can get people down here and let them see this really unique area, you know, they'll realize, holy cow, this is a really neat place that we should visit.
People, I think, are more aware and more environmentally conscious and more eager to protect our ecosystems.
327 species of birds out of 400 that visit Mississippi are on this river.
This time of year is when we start getting our bald eagles in. A lot of people don't realize we have bald eagles down here in South Mississippi, but they do talk Southern. They are Southern eagles.
I would invite people to come here to see how absolutely beautiful the river is.
Refresh your perspective on Mississippi's East Coast.
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 Refresh your perspective on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
That'll work. That'll work.
I'm sorry.